Hello, I had a quick question about this shift rod. I'm reassembling this lower unit for Johnson 55 horsepower 1979. I got the shift rod back in and this is kind of as far as it will go without using any force around this position. I'm a bit confused about the wording in the manual and the various pictures and things, because it's saying, first, I've kind of got two questions. Firstly, how it's supposed to sit in the first step here. So it says turn the vertical shift rod until it seats in the shifter detent. Done that, and I guess by seating in there, it means sort of until it basically won't go anymore without using any kind of force, which is where I've got it now. Then it says, let's see, then back out about 3 turns until top end offset faces port side. It's a little bit confusing because I don't really know what 3 turns means. Does it mean turn? How are you defining a turn here? Because I would say a turn would be 1 full circle, but it doesn't seem to mean that, because then it says until top end offset faces port side. So it can't mean it can't mean 3 full circles. So what I understood it was turn this until the offset, which as I understand it is it refers to the offset being like this bit, this bit that kind of points out towards one side, faces towards what did it say, port side. So by that, how I would interpret that is, if maybe someone could confirm this, is I would turn this like that, turn until it basically faces, if you look at the alignment of the boat here, until it faces like that. To me looks unusual, but I'm sort of trying to go by what the manual is saying here. So, you know, that, as far as I understand it, unless I'm seriously mistaken, that's port side, that's the motor there, and that's the offset, and that's where it's facing, that way. Which doesn't seem, first of all, it doesn't match the picture. So the next step here is, if I just look at the manual, it says shift into neutral, which I've done. It's in the middle, so pulling it up or down into the middle point. Yeah, so it says blah 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 blah, and then it says, yeah, so basically you're measuring it with it in this position using the special tool, which I do not have. So I'm going to be using a ruler that's going to be, well, it's kind of a metal, quite solid ruler that I'm going to be drilling through and putting a bolt through, which I saw a good video Danga Marine did about that. So I'll be making my own tool there, so it was quite expensive. But and then later on it goes on to say, after the adjustment, the offset must also go port side of gear case. So if I was just looking at this, I would do that, and I would twist this based on the measurement here, and making sure that that was facing that way, like that. But what's thrown me here is then it says see figure 665, and that's down here, and that doesn't look like it's pointing in the same direction. In fact, you can kind of tell because the tool here is rested there, and it's going kind of through. I don't know, it doesn't look to me like, from what it's kind of hard to see in the photo, but from what I can see, that's going, let's see, it would be going this way. So how it looks like it's in the photo, I would say it looks like it's going that way in the photo, like that, which is not port side, which would be like that, So that's kind of what's throwing me. I'm really trying to kind of carefully follow the manual here. It does say port side, as far as I'm aware, that's port side. So then why in this picture is it showing it not in port side? And I've also, the ones I've seen on YouTube so far have mostly been showing those facing forwards or backwards. So it just seems very unnatural for it to be pointing to the side like that. So what it might be, maybe I'm misunderstanding what offset is referring to here. I assumed sort of it meant this bit, and that's the way it points, but perhaps I'm misunderstanding offset. So maybe someone could clarify that for me before I get this horribly wrong.